Let's be real, we spend a lot of time and, let's face it, money on our hair, especially when it comes to protective styles. But what if the very hair we're using could be hiding a secret danger? Well, in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on the hidden toxins in synthetic hair, and even more importantly, show you exactly what you can do about it.
So here's what we've got on tap. We'll kick things off by identifying the problem, then we'll figure out the risk of absorption. After that, we dive straight into a detox ritual, and I'll walk you through the whole cleaning process. We'll wrap it all up with a key takeaway so you can build a healthier routine.
All right, first up, toxins in your hairstyle. This is a really surprising problem that's kind of been hiding in plain sight for a lot of us. So you've put in the time and effort for a gorgeous, protective hairstyle. It looks incredible, it saves you so much time in the morning, but what if that exact style could be a source of harmful toxins? It's a bit of a startling question, I know, but it's one we really need to ask. And the answer, surprisingly, is yes, they can. A lot of synthetic hair products, right out of the bag, have these residual industrial chemicals left over from when they were made. Now, the goal here isn't to scare you at all, it's to empower you with some knowledge. And look, we're not just talking about some vague, scary chemicals here. Research points to some pretty serious stuff. We're talking about heavy metals like lead, plastic softeners called phthalates, and even PFAs. You might have heard of those. They're called forever chemicals for a reason, because they stick around in our bodies and the environment for a really, really long time. Okay, so these chemicals are on the hair, but how does that become a risk for you? Let's jump into our next section, the risk of absorption. This is all about how these toxins can actually get from your hair into your body. So how in the world do they get inside? Well, your scalp isn't like a shield. It's actually really porous skin. Over the weeks or even months that you're wearing a style, your scalp can basically act like a sponge, slowly absorbing small amounts of these chemicals right into your system. And this brings us to a really crucial idea, cumulative exposure. See, the main risk isn't just from one hairstyle. It's the slow buildup of these chemicals in your body from using them over and over again, style after style, year after year. Every time you get a new installation, it can potentially add to your body's total toxic load. All right, so we've talked about the problem and the risk. I know that can feel a little heavy, but now we get to the best part, the solution. Section 3 is all about a ritual for detox, and it's all about you taking back control. The source material we're looking at talks about this process called the signature scalp ritual. And the main idea here is pretty brilliant. It's a way to thoroughly cleanse both your scalp and the synthetic hair without totally ruining your protective style. You get that peace of mind without having to sacrifice the look you love. So let's break down the benefits here because they're pretty great. First, and this is the big one, it actually removes those nasty chemical residues. By doing that, you're directly cutting down on your long-term cumulative exposure. This also helps protect your scalp health, preventing irritation. And the best part? It does all of this while keeping your hairstyle looking fresh. It's a total win-win. So you're probably asking, okay, how do I actually do this? Let's get right into the practical details. Here's the cleaning process explained, your step-by-step guide to a much safer style. And you know what? The process itself is super straightforward. First up, you apply a detox solution right to your scalp and the base of the braids. This could be a special product, or even something simple like an apple cider vinegar rinse. Second, you just gently massage it in. We're talking about working it onto the scalp, not rough scrubbing. Third, you just let it sit for a few minutes so it can really get in there and do its job. And finally, step 4, you rinse it all out really, really well. See? Simple, effective, and it's not going to mess up your braids. Okay, let's bring it all home with our final section, your empowered takeaway. This is all about using what we've learned to create a healthier beauty routine from here on out. So if there's one thing you take away from all this, let it be this. You do not have to choose between rocking your favorite style and protecting your health. That's a false choice. With a little awareness and a simple, proactive step like a detox, you can have both. And I think this quote just nails it. The most important part of your beauty routine is the part you control. You might not be able to control how synthetic hair is made, but you absolutely have 100% control over how you prep it and care for it once it's in your hands. That's where the real power is. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. Knowing what you know now, what's one small change you can make before your next hair appointment to take charge of your routine and your health? Thanks so much for joining us for this explainer.